And we're live, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Bell. I'm a certified CPA accountant, long-term boglehead investor, author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser, and a hater of Jeremy financial education. Now, I've got a special guest on tonight. His name's Martin, and if I butcher your last name, you can sue me. Leung.
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 Close enough.
Okay, yeah, it's good enough. I'll call you Martin. My last name's Finance, by the way. So anyway, Martin, I actually stumbled on his channel a couple months ago, and he's actually sent me a couple of emails. He actually were you the one that designed my my banner on my
Yeah.
channel? Yeah. It's a very simple but good design. I liked it. So I actually used his thing as my banner. But Martin, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about who you are and your channel, and then we'll talk about your experience with financial education.
Sure. So I'm Martin. I'm a third-year university student at studying in Canada. I'm actually a science major, but I'm probably going to switch to accounting. Um, so when it comes to investing, I started when I turned 18. So I'm currently almost 21. So in terms of investing, I actually learned it in high school and pretty much. Wait, should I just introduce my channel? Yeah, I'm just going to say I create videos on personal finance sometimes, but recently I've been watching Strongman's videos, and I just thought that it's the cool thing to do, to just create financial education. Because I used to watch his channel, and secret disclosure, I did buy The Chef at some point in the past. Got
Oh, you gotta
influenced.
go now, man. You can't be
I'm
on
gone.
here.
I'm gone. But then I realized he's like, "Oh, look at the product, guys! Look at the product. It's so good, right?" But then I went on the website and I realized how small the portions were, so I just sold it instantly after I bought it. So that's just my introduction to financial education.
Yeah, so did you sign up for his course or you just bought the stock like after listening to his videos?
Uh, I watched a couple of his videos because he makes like a lot of them on financial education's channel. Like he made a lot of videos on TTCF, but then I got convinced because he seems like he knows what he's doing, but actually, when you think back at it, he doesn't really talk about anything except for top line revenue. So
That's all that matters, man. I mean, you're not even an accountant yet, and you still understand that revenue is not the only thing that matters. But according to Jeremy, our financial genius, who has 700,000 subscribers, apparently revenue is the only thing that matters.
yeah, so pretty much, actually, the most embarrassing part about this is that in grade 12, I actually had a course called Capital Markets, and the teacher was a boglehead. And he basically said the entire course didn't really teach valuations and stuff, but he's basically saying that you can't really beat the market if you're the regular investor. Like there will always be like frothy markets and bubbly markets like now. And I kind of forgot that because of the 2020 crash and everything went up. So looking back, that was quite embarrassing to say the least.
I mean, you're still super. I mean, I'm an old man. I'm 32. You're still young and learning the ways. But I mean, it is easy to get swept up, no matter your age, in a freaking irrational bull market. I mean, it happens, and even the most experienced investors get caught up. And oh my god, well, the stock went up. All these stocks went up, so I need to get in now. A lot of people get screwed by that because stocks that go up irrationally usually eventually go down irrationally, especially if they're massively overvalued. So, but luckily, did you take like a massive loss in Tattooed Chef, or did you get out
No,
with the
it's
gain?
like I took like a 2% loss on like a small position. So because
Yeah,
like I instantly went to do my due diligence, as Jeremy calls it, which doesn't involve looking at numbers. But if you look at the product, it wasn't super convincing. After I looked at it, I was like,
do they
whatever.
have it up in Canada?
No, I looked at the
Oh God,
website. I looked at um, nutritional facts, ingredients, and then I'm just thought to myself, why can't I just make this at home? Like anyone can make something similar, probably better and bigger portions too. But yeah, the product just wasn't very
dude,
convincing.
it's insanely small. Like I thought it was going to be a lot bigger when I first bought it, and it was like $5, and I was like, holy crap, this thing is like the size of my palm. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
little bit bigger than that, but it's just a total freaking ripoff. It's a very niche product. Even my wife said that, because I thought she'd give like a more like impartial opinion. Because even if it was good, I still would have made fun of it. But even she said, yeah, this is like super small portions, and she's like way smaller than I am, and you can't feed your family off of that. It's for like somebody that
Is rich.
around all day and doesn't eat, somebody in California or something like that.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why I was speculating a lot in this market was because I predicted the Corona crash. Because, well, my parents, they read the Chinese news, and then they said, like, in November of 2019 that this coronavirus already existed. So I kind of just sold out and then timed the market. That's one of the things that's like being right for the wrong reasons. Like, you can't time the market all the time. So I just thought that I was smarter than I actually was.
Yeah, I mean, you can be completely right. I mean, the only timing I did of the coronavirus crash was I went and stocked up on toilet paper. I was watching this YouTuber. He was like, guys, it's coming. And I saw in every state there was like 1 or 2 cases. And I was like, oh, it's freaking everywhere. It's eventually going to explode. So I went ahead. I was like, okay, I'm going to stock up on toilet paper, rice, beans, and all this crap. So I was actually kind of proud of myself because I was one of the first people to go and like stock up on a bunch of crap. And it actually lasted me through the whole lockdown. But I didn't sell all my stocks because honestly, I wasn't even thinking too much about stocks or anything because I never really did the entire time I've been investing. I just always knew, dollar cost average into, broadly diversified index funds. And the only time I started thinking about stocks was when I started watching a lot more YouTube and I saw all these freaking clowns. So was Jeremy the first person that you kind of like stumbled on? Like, how did you discover YouTube finance?
It was I was first watching Graham, and then like channels that are similar to his started popping up in my recommendations, and his was one of them.
Nice. So, I mean, Graham actually gives good advice, so I
Yeah.
can't knock Graham. Andre's kind of special. I mean, he at least talked about dividend stocks. I mean, I'm not a dividend investor, but then he switched over to cryptocurrency, and then we have Jeremy, who's just a total freaking clown.
I feel like he's always kind of been like that, though. Like, even when he was talking about profitable companies at some point, but he always had like the GoPros here and there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so he talks about how he had such great returns, and I don't know if you saw that video where I like was watching one of his recordings, and he says he beats hedge funds year over year over year. And I was like, okay, how did you do that if you got freaking decimated by GoPro? I don't understand, Jeremy. But
And he doesn't really mention worse. He doesn't even mention which hedge funds, though.
Yeah, I always say it's the one that shorted AMC. He probably outperformed that one, but all the other ones he sucked at. So are you? So you have a YouTube channel, right? And you actually have like what 1,700 subscribers?
Yeah, back then I was making like college vlog videos, but sometimes I feel like oversharing in your life is like it's not the greatest thing. So I just stopped doing that for a while, and then I just talk about personal finance from time to time. And if I don't have time, then I just don't do it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed your video. You had a couple videos talking about maybe it's 2 or 3 videos. You were talking about like Jeremy and how it's a total freaking scam. And you're pretty knowledgeable. I mean, like you kind of know your stuff. Like, what have you like? How have you learned about Boglehead investing? Did you learn it from your professor, your high school teacher, or was it reading books?
It's a little bit of everything that you mentioned. So, like, first exposure to Bogleheadism is like through my high school teacher, as I said, and then like watching Graham's videos, and then I kind of got taken away from that for a little bit of time, and then I realized that I can't keep taking losses like this. Otherwise, I'll probably be like down at the gas station with Jeremy working night shifts, and he's gonna start crying, saying that he doesn't see any Teslas. But
why aren't there any Teslas at the gas station? I don't understand. Yeah, that's freaking hilarious. Yeah, I mean, you should go check out his channel, everybody. He's actually pretty entertaining. Some of the videos he made. Like, you actually like edit your videos, unlike me, right?
Yeah, I kind of like. It's pretty cool that you can do it all in one take. Because like sometimes I'm like a little bit of a perfectionist and I think too much when I speak. Like I'm a little bit nervous now, but like it just kind of makes me like say things more than once because it doesn't sound right to me. But it's great that you don't need to edit your videos much.
I mean, if you look at my older videos, they're complete trash. Like I had like 3 subscribers and I was nervous about my videos and I was terrified when I went live the first time because I kept like Like when I would make videos, I would like repeat myself and stutter and mess up, and I was like really nervous. And
I
then I just
still
kept
do
doing
that.
it over and over and over and over. And eventually, it's just like I don't care anymore. It just flows naturally. I guess it's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the more you build your BS skills.
You
The
know how I
gift of
found your
gab.
channel?
What's up?
You know how I found your channel?
How'd you find it?
In the Lafufu video. Someone in the comments was like, "Strongman's going to destroy you for this video." So I just searched your channel and I found it, and I was like, "Wow, this guy's obnoxious," but he's right.
Yeah, I mean, like I concluded early on. It's kind of like, okay, I talk about bogleheads, and I respect the guys that talk about it and don't act obnoxious. But a lot of people, they just, they get bored. Like they don't want to hear about index funds. They want to hear about 10x stoinks. So I just took the strategy of, all right, I'm still going to talk about bogleheads, but I'm going to be as obnoxious as possible because, I mean, at the end of the day, YouTube is also about entertainment. That's ultimately like people check in. So, but I could also drop in like, tidbits of financial knowledge while I'm, wearing a pink hat and screaming at the top of my lungs.
Like, honestly, I do respect the way that you do it too, because like you're opening yourself to a lot of hate, but at some point, your message is probably more important.
I mean, honestly, the hate doesn't bother me because like I have a very, very, very strong conviction that index funds, globally diversified index funds, are the way to go. And I mean, I've been proven right in a lot of stuff because it was common sense to me. It's like all these stupid stocks, all these dumb cryptocurrencies went up in 2020. It's like this is stupid. Of course, this is going to freaking crash. And lo and behold, it did. And now I feel more vindicated. But yeah, you got to just like learn how to accept the hate because it's going to come on YouTube no matter what you talk about. I actually find it entertaining. So do you have any haters on your channel?
For making those videos, yeah. Usually when I make my regular like school videos or like, oh hey guys, I'm just vlogging, I'm just doing my work today or whatever. Those are like usually up in like the 90s like to dislike ratio, but like when I make Jeremy videos, they're like in the 60s, 50s.
Oh, you think that's good? I had one video. I talked about AMC. It was like 5% likes. I'm not
Wow.
even joking. It was freaking horrible. Like I just got decimated. I think I was talking about what's his face? Trades or something like that.
That was like
But
the height of the bubble.
Yeah, but I mean the funny thing is like even if you get dislikes and you get comments, it still helps
Engagement.
your video with the algorithms. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was the Lou video because that video was funny.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like most of my videos now, I mean, some of them they get like 80% likes, but I feel like a lot of my videos get a lot more views from like actual subscribers than new people. I mean, new people pop in, obviously, but some people just get completely turned off by me and go away. And it's only really the people that really enjoy my content that stay and keep watching the videos, which whatever. I mean, I don't give a crap about likes or dislikes. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I guess like the thing about YouTube is that it just feeds you what you want to see. So that's probably like it's good and bad. So
yeah, that's the sad thing. If you get caught up in that crappy personal finance spiral where you click on a Dogecoin millionaire video and he's telling you to buy NFTs, and then the next video that comes up is run guys or alpha status stocks. I mean, you just get in that whole freaking death spiral where you're just getting a bunch of crap pumped into your brain.
Luckily, I didn't find that. Otherwise, I'd be down more.
Yeah, I mean, like some stocks you can get lucky with. NFTs are just utter trash.
It's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, I cannot wait till that market collapses. I actually want to go after Gary V. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
I think that guy's a scumbag too, but right now I'm laser focused on Jeremy until I can get him riled up enough to come on my channel. So are you going to be taking this road with me? Are you going to keep making videos like criticizing crap YouTubers? Like what's your plan for your channel?
Over time I will probably do a similar thing to what you're doing, just in case like some people get deplatformed or sued. But I don't think anyone will get like the channels taken down from stuff like this, but it gives like you like having more channels that are like this increases the chances that like it gets picked up by the algorithm, and that's just pretty much the plan.
Yeah, I mean, like as long as you're not threatening people's lives or just completely making up stuff, yeah, you're not going to get deplatformed. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but anything can happen.
Yeah, when you start making stuff up, like, oh, Jeremy has 5 heads or something like that, yeah, okay, then you might get in trouble. But yeah, I mean, like, if you do decide to keep going down that road, I mean, more power to you. I mean, I would love to see a bunch of channels just going after these freaking losers. But yeah, you're gonna get a lot more hate, which you just got to learn to love it. You got to learn to embrace it.
Jeremy has 5 heads because he's so smart, right?
Yeah, he's got 5 heads, but he's got 1/10 of a brain in each head. So what other channels do you not like on YouTube besides Jeremy?
I mean, you've already covered Chicken Genius.
Chicken Genius. What do you think about Chicken Genius? He's a genius, bro. It's in his name.
I mean, he got really lucky with Tesla, and I also followed him to get really lucky with Tesla. So I don't know. He's not going to be lucky for so long,
Did you buy any Tesla?
Yeah, I bought quite a bit of it. That's I got really, really lucky. Like, I recognize that. But like, even if I lost some afterwards from speculating in stupid stocks, I'm still up pretty massively. So
so what was your price that you got in at?
Like, my average was like after split was like 260-ish.
And when did you sell it, or do you still have it?
No, I sold it. I sold it at like 800-ish.
Woo!
So
yeah, it seems like every person on YouTube has got Tesla at some ridiculously low price.
And then
here I am. I was crashing Tesla from the beginning. I haven't bought it once.
Yeah, like when you watch Tesla news, I was watching Tesla Daily because they report on Tesla news about what happens in the company every day. And then you get recommended other channels that talk about Tesla, which is pretty much every other YouTube channel out there that's like that.
Yeah, the Tesla thing is just insane to me. And I think once something happens to Tesla stock and it goes down a lot, I think that's going to be the death knell for a lot of these channels. Because I've been saying this forever. A lot of these channels are just kept up by freaking Tesla gains. It's the only reason that they're, still getting viewers. And that's the only reason they're still positive. You look at Jeremy's returns and, you compare the total return versus his Tesla gains. It's literally all Tesla. So if Tesla went down 50%, I mean, he's massively in the red.
So I have a question. If you had your tax advantage accounts maxed, and you had extra cash, would you still put it into VT or
What do you think the answer to that is?
A resounding yes.
Yes, I would. I mean, honestly, I do speculate a little bit on stocks. I don't even call it speculating. I have
Value.
$10,000 invested in Baba, and I've been freaking decimated, and it's whatever, So, I mean, I do have some money in individual stocks and stuff like that, but right now, I don't have a tax advantage account at my work, which is pretty sad. So I'm still, just buying the VT ETF in a taxable account because at the end of the day, you just want to minimize taxes as much as possible, especially outside a tax advantage account. I mean, if you want to trade, you want to do it inside a tax advantage account. I don't know exactly how it works in Canada, but here, if you sell something at a gain inside your IRA, or I think you have, what is it called? A TFSA?
TFSA, yeah.
Yeah. I imagine that if you sell it at a gain in Canada,
you don't get
have any tax. So
unless you day traded, but
do they have special rules for day trading?
Yeah, you're not allowed to day trade in your TFSA.
Yeah, I like that. I really do like that. I don't think there's a rule in the US. I've never heard of that, but that would be nice to have that kind of rule because it's really designed for long-term investing. But yeah, I mean, I'm mostly putting money in VT because index funds minimize taxes, which is, what's going to really hurt you in a taxable account. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with buying a couple individual stocks if you want to play around.
Yeah, especially when you have a lot of time on your side.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially you. When you graduate college and you get a job, if you start maxing all your stuff out, because even I didn't max my stuff out when I first started working. I was making decent money when I was in the military, but I was kind of dumb and bought a lot of stuff outside a tax advantage account. And now I'm getting tax bills every year that I freaking hate. But if you start as soon as you graduate college and you just focus on, maxing your tax advantage accounts, buying VT or whatever you buy, you're going to be rocking it in 10 years.
Yeah, and I feel like even like at a younger age, you could like speculate or like buy value stocks, like with like a portion of the portfolio, and you can still like even if you lose all of it, you can just like work a couple months when you get a job, and then you can just get it all back, and then just max your tax advantage accounts from there. Because like you could just test yourself and just prove to yourself that you actually can't beat the index, and then just plow all of it afterwards into the index.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people do say that, and part of me agrees. I mean, yeah, you can take more risks the younger you're at, but at the same time, there's another risk is that if you're young, let's say you're what 20, 21, if you put money in your tax advantage account now, it's not a guarantee, but I mean, VT is probably going to be much higher, and you're going to have 40, 50, 60 years to let that compound. But if you lose that money from the beginning, you don't have that money to put inside your tax advantage account and to let it grow for 60 years. So, I mean, think about how much growth you could potentially miss if you have a bad speculative play in a stock. So, I mean, it's just kind of something you have to weigh. I mean, as long as you're putting like the most of your money in there and then you want to speculate, there's nothing wrong with that at all. As long as you don't put all your money in Tesla or something like these clowns are doing.
Or Baba. I mean, I like Baba, but like all your money in it is like pretty scary.
No, don't. I mean, like, even I stopped buying it. I was like, okay, I mean, it's so cheap now, but at the same time, I put a lot of money into it, and I need to focus on my tax advantage account. So, yeah, I'm done buying Bob, and I'm actually done buying individual stocks for a while until I can max everything out. So what's you know what the contribution limits are in Canada? Like, how much can you put into the TFSA?
So every year this year it's around $6,000, and I mean, let me pull up a table. It's been $6,000 for like a while per year.
Sounds like an IRA. It's exactly what you can put in here.
Yeah, 2019 to 2021 was $6,000 per year. So, yeah, it's pretty much
then,
the same.
like, is there like another tax advantage accounts? Because we have the IRA, which is the 6,000. That's an individual account. You can open that anywhere. And then we also have our 401ks, which are tied to our employers. Do you have something like that there, or is it literally just TFSA?
It's called an RRSP, so Registered Retirement Savings Plan, and that's basically your retirement account. I think the contribution limit is like 18% of your annual income, and it's up to like 27,000, I think.
Woo! Yeah, here we're limited. There's no like, I mean, you have to have enough income to contribute, but there's no like percentage limit. But we can put up to 20,500, and then once you hit 50, you can put in an additional like 6,500. But I mean, it's pretty hard to do. But even if you don't make a lot of money, but you're a good saver, you can still potentially max that out here. But it sounds like the U.S. It sounds like a lot of countries. I don't know. Maybe we copied Canada. I don't know. But it seems like a lot of countries have copied our same system, which
we probably did.
And what's do you know like what age you have to be to start taking money out?
I didn't look into that yet, but I'm pretty sure like there is something that you can withdraw earlier, like you convert it to like another account type, but I'm not sure how that works yet, so can't say.
I'm sure you have a lot of time to figure that out.
Yeah.
So do you like what do you buy? I mean, if you want to reveal it, what do you buy inside your tax advantage accounts?
So I already have that max, so it's VT. And then in my outside of my tax advantage account, because I already maxed that, I just buy individual stocks outside of it.
So is it actually VT or is it some kind of like Canadian equivalent?
No, I bought VT. I just converted to US dollars.
Okay, I'm always curious. I don't know jack about international, like how people internationally. I mean, I guess you're international because you're across the border, but I don't know anything about how people like or what because like I hear there's like fees involved or something like that when you buy like US ETFs. I don't know if that's the case for you.
So I use Interactive Brokers, and pretty much like they do the currency conversion pretty close to like the actual conversion. There is a fee, but like it's pretty minuscule in the grand scheme of things. It's not like 2% or whatever that a bank would normally charge.
Woo.
That's crazy.
That's savage right there. 2%. I mean, back in the day, man, you look at like people in the 60s, if they wanted to invest before index funds came out, they were paying ungodly fees.
Yeah.
And now it's like way better to build wealth because you just have so many opportunities. Here, let's get to this real quick. Best Gary Vee quote of all time is that he swallowed every piece of gum in his life to save time and not have to spit it out. Do you watch any Gary Vee? Are you a fan?
Nope. And I don't think I've ever watched. Like, I know I've only known of him because CoffeeZilla, the fake guru videos. Yeah, that's what I watched.
Yeah,
too.
people call me like a discount, dumber version of CoffeeZilla, and I take that, I accept that title with pride.
It's just lower production value, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is a box behind me and a freaking bear, but I don't know. I just let the obnoxiousness carry me because I probably could like beautify my room, but we're turning this into because I'm having a kid in May, June, so I'm gonna have to turn this into a freaking bedroom, and I don't know where I'm gonna film, but I'll have to figure it out.
Just film in your car.
Yeah, it's not quite the ideal place, but sometimes I do what I have to do. So, do you have like a upload schedule for YouTube? Like, are you trying to pump out a video once a week, twice a week? What's your plan?
I usually do like once a week because it's pretty easy to do. That's pretty much why I do that. Like, I'm trying to get a CPA as well. So like, I'm gonna finish my current degree while doing CPA courses on the side. So I don't think I have that much time to upload videos, but I'll try to do once a week because it fits the schedule better.
Yeah. Oh, if you start studying for the CPA, oh my god.
Like I haven't. It's not the CPA itself, but like it's like the courses that lead up to it. It's basically like university courses.
Yeah, I mean, like any kind of studying in accounting is preparing you for it. So, but yeah, like if you're studying that full time, I remember when I was doing that, I didn't have any time. I would get home from work, and I would immediately start studying, work out, and then that was it. I would go to freaking bed every night. So it's a lot of fun, but it's worth it if you actually pass the exam.
Yeah, my siblings are working towards that too.
It's a way to go, and it actually helps you value stocks. People make fun of me because I'm an accountant, but it's like, oh, you actually know how to look at financial statements, and once you understand that, and you understand the time value of money, I mean, that's really all the tools you need to know how to analyze a stock.
Also, do you think people value money too much? Like that kind of leads to like the get rich fast thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, people like I think they value status because they want that like rich lifestyle, which is, oh, I got a flashy car and I can travel, and that's what they value, I think. And money is just like a tool for them to get there. But what happens is, if you actually make it in most people's definition, you're literally just spending gobs of money on basically worthless crap. So that's what leads people to buy stupid stocks. They want to get rich quick so they can live a flashy lifestyle. And even if they do get lucky in stocks, I think most of these people are just going to blow through all their money and be right back to the poorhouse.
Yeah,
So
I feel like a lot of young people, like in my generation, like they have such a like F school mindset. Like if you get like easy money at a young age, it kind of puts you in that mindset. So I don't know. I just want the speculation to end. I'm like kind of happy that I did lose some of my money to learn that.
oh, the speculation will end. I mean, this happens like every, I don't know, I guess generation probably, where all these clowns that don't know anything make a bunch of money and they think they're geniuses and they're, oh, everybody's rich. All you gotta do is buy Dogecoin, you're gonna be rich, bro. And then they all lose their money. And then, oh, but man, maybe I should actually study something at school so I can actually make money and have a skill. So I think a lot of people will come around. It's just this stupid market is giving a lot of people big heads. So what are you gonna do? Well, when do you graduate?
I graduate like 2023.
And do you plan on like keeping on YouTube once you start a full time job? Like, are you trying to make this a full time job, or is this something like you're gonna do on the side?
I think I'm just gonna keep it on the side because I don't know. I feel like building a skill is more important than doing a side hustle right now.
That is true. That's actually pretty smart. Yeah, I didn't even think about YouTube until I finish my, CPA exam and I had time on my hands. But yeah, it's definitely better to focus on your career because, like, once you get a job in accounting or whatever you do, I mean, start socking money away, and then, if YouTube actually takes off and you got a bunch of money saved up, then you can potentially consider, doing this full time. But yeah, it's definitely better to focus on getting a skill. I wouldn't do what I guess a lot of your friends are doing, the exact opposite, focusing on speculative crap.
Some of them, yeah.
So what is who's the, you don't have to say their name. Who do you have anybody that was like a super bad offender, like, put all their money in complete garbage?
Yeah, so in the beginning of the year, like sometime in October, I was just visiting a friend at like during school. So then I went to his house and then we were discussing investing. And then I was like, yo, so what do you buy? And then he says he only owns ARK, like the ARK K fund, and the rest of his money was in crypto. So like after I talked to him, like I sent him a message and I was like, I don't know if I could have got through to you, but like you should probably sell like a substantial portion of it. But I don't think he did. So
Yeah, I wonder how he's doing right now with ARK getting completely decimated.
I wish I wish I could have actually convinced him though, but
I mean, some people you just can't convince. Like, I get a lot of hate comments like, "Oh, you're an idiot," blah 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 blah. It's like, okay, you keep buying crypto and ARK and Tesla and whatever. I mean, you're gonna be, you're gonna be down to the gas station with Jeremy, stocking shelves or something. So has Jeremy commented on any of your videos?
nope. He's too passive to do that.
That is true. I don't know. I feel like he's just never gonna take my bait. Maybe I'll have to move on to somebody else.
True. Just wait for the market to crash more.
Yeah,
Maybe he'll
so
come
actually,
on.
yeah, I mean, earnings are coming out for a lot of small caps in the next couple of weeks. I mean, I don't know the exact date. I think it's like maybe March 10th or something like that. Tattooed Chef earnings come out. And if it disappoints even more, I mean, that stock, there's no bottom to that stock because it's losing money. So if it tanks another 10-15%, I'm going for the throat, man.
Yeah, you're not going to hear any more holy smokers, eh?
Well, he definitely he stopped a lot of that stuff. Like well, I mean, he still does holy smokas, but like his intro music, is dun 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 dun, like that's gone. And you look at a lot of his thumbnails, like his eyes look like they're bloodshot. It looks like he's exhausted and just being run ragged.
He's probably smoked before he films his videos.
Yeah, to calm down his shakes. I mean, he's like mentally disturbed when he's going to freaking supermarkets, and like spying on people at the grocery aisle.
And spying on the Tattoo Chef aisle, eh?
Dude, when he said that, I couldn't freaking believe it. I was like, dude, you're a millionaire. You're a successful millionaire. Like, why are you hanging out, staring at some woman trying to find some food and like praying that she buys one thing of Tattooed Chef?
Due diligence.
DD, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the DD they do is a freaking joke. I mean, going to a store and taking pictures of, Tattooed Chef Buddha bowls. I don't know.
Pretty similar to what Reddit does.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think Reddit's a very good place to get a lot of research.
But the subreddit Wall Street Bets is pretty huge, even today.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that's still a thing, because like most of their stocks have just been like entirely decimated. Like, if you've been on there, have you noticed like what stocks they're talking about now?
Back then they were talking about Wish. I'm pretty sure you made a video on that at some point.
That got crushed.
You know what? I'm gonna take a look. Because if you ever run into content, which you probably won't, there's always Wall Street Bets.
Oh, I'll never. I mean, like, just think how much stuff I can pump out with Jeremy. I mean, there's so many other people out there. And then I can always go back to me, Kevin, if I have to. He kind of pissed me off because he only gives me 99-cent super chats now. So I can't take my wife out to dinner with that.
Unfortunately.
Let's see.
I mean, there's AMC. Here. There's GameStop still there. I mean, it's just a bunch of memes at this point. There's no like DD post anymore. I don't think.
You said GameStop and what else?
AMC. It's just on a meme. They just
Oh,
post memes nowadays.
did you buy any AMC?
Nope.
Good. I'm proud of you.
It's
What about
just like
GameStop?
no, I didn't buy any of the squeeze stocks
Did
because
you?
I was like,
Do you use Robinhood? What app do you use?
I use interactive brokers.
Oh yeah, you told me that. I'm actually surprised. Like, they have Robinhood in Canada, right?
No,
No.
but we have Wealth Simple Trade, which is pretty similar. It's like commission free, but like if you wanted to buy in like American stocks, there's no cheaper way to convert it than to just convert it with them, which is 2% ish. Let me see.
Ouch.
1.5%, which is still a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty hefty, especially if you're trading a lot. Woo! It's gonna
Especially like if you make a gain, that number is increasing.
Yeah, those fees will get you, man. That's why, I mean, being a boglehead's all about minimizing fees. If you trade in out of crap like that, you're gonna be paying a lot of money. Shh, I'm stocking the adult diaper section.
That's probably why he bought Honest Stock, eh? Did he even do that? Probably not, right?
Yeah, well, so he said in his video, I guess he goes to the tattooed chef aisle and he like, peeks and stares at people, and then he goes to the honest aisle. And he actually had this thing where he wrote this whole post in his Discord where he was like, yeah, in 2040, I'm going to be a billionaire and, I'm going to go to Honest and buy, makeup just because I can. It's like, yeah, just because you're not going to use it, right, Jeremy? Yeah.
I mean, he also has Elf stock.
Elf?
I think it's a cosmetics.
Oh, yeah. I remember that got popular because of Jeffree Star.
On YouTube, yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's a big YouTuber. I don't watch that. It's not really my taste. But but yeah, like he invests. He doesn't invest based on fundamentals. I mean, his strategy is actually really easy. Like I could replicate his strategy right now. You just find the highest revenue growth companies that you can. Don't look at anything else, and then you go look at freaking. You look and see if the company's like has some kind of futuristic vibe to it, like plant-based food, electric cars, and boom, that's a Jeremy stock right there. Or you go on YouTube and you just find a big channel and you see what they're talking about, and then you go look at the stock. I mean, that's all he freaking does.
Yeah, once one big channel makes a video on a stock, everyone else makes a video on it, so you'll see it everywhere.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I mean, like honestly, YouTube can get kind of boring because you look around
and it's just everyone has it.
They're all talking about the same stock. Everybody's talking about Tesla. Everybody's talking about tattooed taint. It's all the same stocks. It's like, how is this entertaining? There's like no diversity. I mean, yeah, there are some channels that cover other stocks, but all the big ones basically talk about all the same thing.
Yeah, I like Fabio's channel. Like some of the stocks you just never heard of.
Yeah, his channel is freaking awesome. Like he does it for a living. He actually has time to look at individual stocks. And if you want to learn like about stuff to consider buying, yeah, I would go watch his channel. I mean, I've covered stocks, like individual stocks on my channel when I had more time. But I mean, my hours are so crazy now. I can't do it. I mean, I could like glance at, financial statements, but when it comes to like doing like real DD, looking at the 10K, I don't have freaking time. And most people don't either. I mean, especially if you when you start working full time, I mean, how much time do you think you're actually going to have to, read up on these stocks?
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to like actually understand a company enough to put a lot of money in it.
Oh,
which,
yeah, definitely.
Like at first people don't realize. Like even I did not realize how much time it took.
Yeah, I mean, at a minimum, you need to you don't have to read the entire 10K, the annual financial report,
Yeah,
but you need to
kind of a waste of
the risk
time.
section, the business model, and you actually need to understand what the company does. You can't just like, oh, revenue went up and then buy it. There's a lot more work. And then you have to use reasonable assumptions. You got to like think where the company's going to go in the future, how profitable they're going to be, and whether it's a good buy. It's a lot of work, and you can still be wrong.
Yeah, because you can't really take what the company says at face value all the time. So,
oh yeah, I love when they read like what
the presentation
or they say what management says. It's like, of course, management's going to hype up their own stock. You clowns. You can't go off that. You got to do your own DD. Let's see. Thought I saw a funny comment. Any strongman out there outside the U.S.? Martin reps Canada. I mean, we have some international people. We have Alex in Mexico. We got Martin. We got Investing Sucks. He's also in Canada. So what's going on with are you guys still locked down up there? Is that still a thing?
Honestly, I haven't really kept up, but for the most part, there are still some restrictions. But like a couple months ago in January, when Omicron was a thing, like restaurants were closed again, gyms were closed again. But I think we're starting to reopen a bit, so it's not as bad as it was, but we're pretty behind the US in that case.
Yeah, I was shocked. I remember talking to Investing Sucks, like we had him on our live stream, and he's like we had been open for months and months and months, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're still locked down." I was like, "What?
Yeah,
what are y'all doing up there?"
we basically did nothing for like a long, long time. It feels like I've been just at home, just taking a walk outside, but not really going anywhere. You know,
Did you guys
just
get
the
like
life.
stimulus payments? I mean, we got like $1,400 and then $1,200.
Yeah, we got something similar. We got like 1250 for students, I think, but like I think for employed people, which unfortunately I don't have a job, they get more money.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that
we
makes
like
sense.
a few of those. So
What did you spend your stimmy on? Did you buy Tesla with
most,
it?
yeah, I did.
Well, I always say it's like all these stimmy checks went out, and all these people went and bought Tesla, and
It's true.
It's true. I mean, it's freaking hilarious. I love it.
Chicken Genius says just all across average.
So, I mean, like when you first started watching people like Jeremy or Chicken Genius, did you know they were full of crap right off the bat? Because like of high school, or did it take you a little bit to figure it out?
It felt wrong that I was making money when it feels like I don't really know what I'm doing. So like in a sense, like yes, but at the same time, like I was winning so much that I was like, okay, I just didn't really think about it that much. But when you start losing a little bit, you get your sense of like you get your brain back pretty much.
Yeah, so you basically get drunk off of all the gains, and you feel rich, and then
Yeah.
once they all start to go away, it's like, oh crap, maybe I've done something wrong. It's a cycle. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the best thing you can do is once you start your job, I mean, you can completely not even think about investing. Like the first 5-10 years I worked, I didn't think about investing. I didn't even know how to buy an individual stock until 2020. Like my friend told me he bought a stock. I was like, how do you do that? And then I set up like a buy limit order on Fidelity, and I completely like screwed it up, and the order didn't go through. It was a freaking disaster. But I mean, I knew how to buy index funds, and I went and enjoyed my life, and I did just fine, because you're not looking at your portfolio.
Yeah. I feel like people just look at the markets too much. Like I had that problem too. And I just thought to myself, like, this doesn't feel like how investing should be.
Oh yeah, I mean, the more you watch the market, like some people on YouTube, some people make videos about one stock every day. You know what I'm talking about. But I mean, if you watch the market, yeah, you might end up selling your entire freaking portfolio because you get spooked about something that isn't a big deal.
I learned from the best. That's why I was looking at my portfolio.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you think the world's going to be a better place in 20, 30, 40 years, whatever, just buy the freaking index. You don't have to worry about it. All right, let's see if we have any comments. I think somebody said they lost 60%. Woo! Wish I used solid advice earlier. I did an individual stock last year and it's down 60%. I hate risk. Look, I put under 2% weight. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Casey. Okay. And I don't know if y'all know this, but VT can go down too. Okay. I want to
Yeah,
hear
it's
crap.
down 0.85% this week. Looks like you're losing your competition to Jeremy.
Oh, I need to pull that up real quick. Hold on. We need to see how strong man and his boring VT is doing against Jeremy LaFufu's little tracker. It's actually funny. I think I'm going to beat him, and not even have to try, because if big stocks go down, I mean, I think the small stocks can go down even more.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen real quick. Let's see how old strong man's been doing. And this just kind of highlights how ridiculous he is because he literally has no idea, about long-term investing. It's like, oh, I beat you for a day. Can y'all see this? So VT's down 1.1%. Oh, Planet's down 8%. Tattoo Taint's up 4%. Woo! Is that Avant Brands? 13%? So what do you think? You think I'm winning so far?
I mean, you're gonna win long term pretty much. Like, you don't have to look at your portfolio for one, and you get to live your life. That's a win.
Yeah. The sad thing is if I keep doing YouTube, I'll probably look at my portfolio more, which, maybe that'll be disastrous. No, I mean, like, but when you have like broadly diversified index funds, like I just don't.
You don't need to look.
Yeah, I just don't care. I mean, even if it does go down, it's like I don't care. Especially like when you're young, you want a market crash because you can buy the entire world at much cheaper prices. Because like the higher the market goes, the more expensive, the less future earnings you're getting by buying, the index now. So I want decimation. I want VT to go down to like $50. And then I'll just be smiling every day as, my investments or my money goes into cheap stocks. Let's see. I wasted money on Meet Kevin Discord group. Hey, if you had a hard time with Meet Kevin's group, you can come on. I kind of want Jeremy people to come on. I'm kind of burnt out with Meet Kevin, so.
Yeah, I think people already know, like, Meet Kevin is like kind of shady. I mean, he kind of exposed himself by selling his portfolio, so.
Yeah, he definitely slipped up, and I took advantage of that. I was like, oh, channel's not growing as much. Let me just talk about Meet Kevin for 2 weeks. Let's see. Oh, we got Jessica LaFufu in the house. Step Bro in recent vid says cashing out equity in homes to cover potential loss of course enrollment revenue or stock losses. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, do not take money out of your freaking house to buy stocks or to gamble or be an idiot. Okay, that's just like the dumbest thing you could possibly do because you're basically just resetting your mortgage. It's like imagine you're working towards paying off your house, and then halfway through you basically start from scratch so you can buy trash stocks.
So you can take even longer to pay off your house.
What's up?
They just want to take longer to pay off their house.
Yeah, I mean, you want your house paid off by the time you retire. That's why I'm not touching. I don't care if my home goes to $1 million. Oh, just borrow some money against it. No, I'm not doing that. Oh, Jeremy, what a special boy. So any other YouTubers you gonna look at? Target, tear apart?
There's a couple that talked about this Bionanogenomics stock. Probably those ones. I mean, they're not really big though, so.
Yeah, you got to go after the big dogs.
I'll find some and I'll send them to you if I can find more that you haven't done.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know who was pumping Bionano, but maybe it was Chris Sane. I don't know.
I think so. Him, right? I think so.
Yeah, he's definitely a very special individual, but he was pumping a bunch of trash, and one of them was Bionano. It's like you look at the company. I don't even think they were making revenue. It's like, dude, like
barely, yeah, barely.
Or I think I made more in a year at my job as a person, an individual, than that company made the entire year in revenue, which is pretty freaking sad. Yeah, you definitely don't want to speculate in freaking companies that don't even make freaking revenue.
Especially when they burn a lot of money. I think Bionano spends like a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, those kind of companies, like those research companies, they're just there. Like people invest in those because they think, oh, maybe they will, solve or cure cancer or something. And then if they do that, I'll make a freaking fortune. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess maybe you could, but what are the chances that's going to happen?
Like, even if you like study science, like I do, like undergrad it doesn't like cut it. You won't actually like be able to predict anything that's like that, even if you're in the industry, unless you're like in the inner circle, but then that's kind of insider trading territory.
Yeah, I mean, the people that are buying these stocks aren't people that even understand what they're doing. Like I pulled up the Bionano 10K, and they had all these like chromosomes and molecules, and I was like,
yeah, it's like OGM,
other stuff like that. It's like, yeah, if you don't understand what the company even does, you probably shouldn't buy the stock. I'm just saying.
Like, I kind of understand what's happening in that company, except I actually don't know the prevalence of a lot of the diseases, so I don't know how relevant the company even is.
So is it a buy, yes or no?
Bye.
Jim Cramer, my hero. I can show you Meet Kevin Discord group live. I actually need to reach out to Meet Kevin. He might give me a free access. That'd be really beautiful. I could just go in there and just talk trash. Let's see. Buy Labu, triple leverage Bitcoin ETF. Is that actually a
biotech
thing?
ETF? Damn.
Oh, biotech. I was a Bitcoin. I was like, I don't even think that's freaking a thing.
I'm pretty sure like Bitcoin can leverage, like you can leverage a lot more than 3 times in Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. There's I forgot what the name of the website was, but I was watching this guy called Stock Guru. I call him Stock Poo Poo. But he was pushing this website. You could do 100-to-1 leverage and trade Bitcoin. It's like if it goes 1% the wrong way, you literally
have to
lose
sell
all your money. You know, it's so ridiculous. And it's like, who's lending these people money like that?
Yeah,
it's like,
where does the money come from? Just
I think a lot of it just comes out of thin air. Honestly, like, you know, stable coins and stuff like that. Like you go to these websites or these brokers that are, you know, dealing crypto and they're paying like 10, 15% interest. Right off the bat, if you see an interest rate that high, that should automatically send like alarm bells off in your head that it's a freaking scam. Because you look at normal savings accounts, they're paying like less than 1%. And then these clowns are paying 15. Yeah, there's something wrong.
yeah, at some point I was like, oh, why is the API like 40, 46, like 50%? I'm like, just didn't seem right.
Yeah, I mean, they're usually paying you in the token. So like they're paying
They're
you
creating more tokens, which
yeah,
it's kind of wow.
it's stupid. It's like, I mean, hey, if y'all think you're going to be rich, you know, oh, I'm getting 50%. What does your index funds get? It's like, yeah, well, I actually own companies that actually produce stuff, and you're just getting fake, you know, dog coins. You know, oh, interest
Numbers on the computer.
Did you I don't know if you said, did you buy any crypto?
I traded. I got a little bit of a gain. It's not very big. It's not worth the time.
Did you buy any Dogecoin?
Nah. Any of the ones that are like super volatile, I'm just like, I don't know. It's not my game to play. That's
yeah,
my
actually,
logic.
I felt bad because like I was like, I'm gonna try this crypto thing out. This was like a year and a half ago, so I put like $50 in Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Dogecoin, and seriously, and this was before the run up, and I seriously thought about just leaving the Dogecoin in there because I thought it was kind of funny, but I decided to sell out of it, and I was like, and then I saw the run up, I was like, oh man, I could have made like $2,000 off that crap. But I missed my opportunity, so I guess I'm just a moron. Everybody should unsubscribe now because I didn't get the Dogecoin thing right. Yes, everybody, I bought $50 of Doge, okay? I will be honest with you. I did, and I don't feel guilty about it. If an income fund can beat the S&P 500 over 10 years, is it better, worse, or on par? Opinions on income funds. Well, how do you know it's going to beat the S&P 500? Who told you that? I mean, I don't know, Martin, can you predict the future? Do you know what's going to happen?
Yeah, buy my course.
Well, he's being sarcastic, but no, you can't predict that stuff. And income funds, what all income means is you're creating more taxable events. Every time interest is paid out, every time a dividend gets paid out, if it's not in a tax advantage account, you're paying taxes, which reduces your return. So I'm not a big fan of income funds, but y'all can do whatever you want.
What is the structure of an income fund? Is it like bonds or like a cover call ETF, something like that?
I mean, it could be anything. They can name their funds whatever they want. You have to actually like go look and see what they're investing in. But usually it's like dividend stocks or bonds or some kind of combination. But like there's no like standard stamped dividend fund. That's why like you can't buy ticker symbols based off of the name because the name can be entirely misleading.
Oh yeah, ticker symbol U. Now that you said ticker symbol.
I know who that is.
Yeah, all his videos were Kathy Wood videos back then. That's how he got popular.
That's what a lot of YouTubers did. Like they literally just looked at her portfolio, and they're
and
so
just
smart, and
picked
just talk about the
every
same
position.
stuff. Yeah, it's like, come on, guys, you guys are freaking clowns. And I think his channel's still going pretty strong. I think he has like patrons, and it's a wreck. 100% true, but zero taxes. And the past performance is mainly what I'm talking about. Also strong as well. I mean, I don't know what's in this fund, but I mean, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. You want to be as diversified as possible. Even buying the S&P 500, I mean, the S&P might suck the next 10 or 15 years. You don't know. That's why I always say just get a global market weighted index and just stay the freaking course.
Yeah. Like if you hold this in a taxable account, then that's like pretty sad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it's in a taxable account, you're smoking crack. Like you're going to be paying taxes up the butt at the end of every year. I actually got screwed on. I don't know if you saw that video I made, but I have a Vanguard Target
Right?
Retirement Fund, and I bought it in a taxable account. I have a lot of money in it and a lot of gain, so I can't really sell it. And those clowns gave me like a $5,000 distribution, and I have to pay 15% tax on that. It's like, oh my god, you people are killing me. That's why you should match your tax advantage accounts, children.
And not be like Jeremy.
Don't be like LaFufu. Yeah, I wonder. He needs to release his tax returns. I want him to, because he always talks about his gains, but he doesn't talk about his taxes. And taxes reduce your gains. You actually have to factor those in. Don't Google moon bets. That sounds like a
He's
legitimate...
tempting you.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a very
safe place to put your money.
Yeah, you guys should unsubscribe from me and Martin. Just go watch moon bets. We're just a bunch of morons. Why do you recommend VT when TQQQ? Oh God, you know what TQQ is?
I think it's a NASDAQ fund.
Yeah, I think it's like a triple leveraged QQQ NASDAQ fund. So if QQQ goes up 1%, that one goes up 3%. But
it has doesn't it have like a high expense ratio then?
Oh, I'm sure it does. I remember briefly looking at it. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Because QQQ is highly concentrated in like 4 stocks.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then you leverage that. I mean, imagine if those stocks get decimated. I mean, look what happened to Facebook. What if that happens to all those stocks? Like, you could literally go to like 0 if you have something like that.
Like when people long something like that, like if the market goes down, doesn't that mean like they will actually underperform actually buying the NASDAQ 100?
If they do what?
If the market goes down after they buy something like that, and even if it recovers, won't they still suffer like a period of underperformance because of the fee and the fact that it goes down 3 times more?
Yeah, if it goes down, I mean, you can get annihilated. Like imagine if the index goes down 20%, you're down 60%. Then they're probably going to sell, and it's so hard to recover from that kind of loss. So yeah, they're going to massively underperform. That's why stay away from leverage. Just buy. I like VT. Buy one freaking ETF. Don't worry about it, and that just prevents you from timing the market. But y'all do whatever you want, okay? You can buy TQQQ, and then you can buy that 100-to-1 leverage on top of that.
I heard stepsis, my epsis, couldn't go to our volleyball games because Jeremy took her knee pads.
Do you know stepsis, my epsis?
Nope, not in real life.
Yeah, I don't think you want to. I think it's actually hilarious because like there's a stepsis, my epsis channel. There's Jessica LaFufu channel, Jeremy's dad, like all these people. I don't know if it's like 1 or 2 people making these, but there's like all these different channels popping up. I think it's freaking hilarious.
Like imagine it's actually his family, but it's not. But like imagine it actually was, and they're just trolling him.
I don't even think he has a stepsister. I mean, I think he just did that. I don't know. Have you seen this TikTok with a stupid rag?
I saw
on
it from
his
your
head?
channel, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's pretty cringe.
Yeah, I don't know what he was. I don't know if he was like making a joke or if he was just like didn't understand anything about like the stepsister reference. I don't know what he was thinking in there. Jesus. Jeremy is a good bro. He's a good bro. Why is he a good bro, Brett? I don't think he's a good bro. All right. Let's see if there's any more questions, and then we'll probably cut this out because I have work tomorrow. I actually have a job, unlike you losers.
And me.
Well, you're in college. You get a pass. Yeah, that's one thing I hate is like people are like, oh, you have a job. Like, you're not a multi-millionaire, retired. It's like, no, I'm an average person. I don't retire when I'm 25. Most people don't do that. He's a good bro because he has the right vibes. Yeah, one of Jeremy's stock picks, I think it was Corsair.
It has good vibes,
bro. You know, that's all you got to do to pick your stock is like, you know, they have a flashy logo. They give you good vibes. Smoke some reefer.
During the pandemic, I built a PC too. I bought Corsair power supply and RAM.
Oh, did that make you bullish on Corsair?
Not particularly.
I mean, that was the one stock that he picked. I was like, okay, maybe it's okay. And then I looked at it a little bit more and I was like, they just did well during the pandemic. You know, I don't know what's going to, I mean, maybe they could keep doing well. I don't know. But to me, it's not worth the risk. And yes, I have to work on a federal holiday. I'm in public accounting. Unlike you scrubs. I don't know what you people do. Jeremy's stocks are all the most shorted stocks. He's praying it will squeeze. Eventually do when they sell. Yeah, that's true. That is part of Jeremy's strategy. I've been saying that. Capital Mindset's been saying that. He just buys a bunch of like heavily shorted stocks. And, oh, if Wall Street Bets buys it, then I can make a lot of money and claim I'm a genius.
That would be like a good thesis if you're putting a small portion of your portfolio in it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you want to speculate, whatever. I mean, yeah, maybe you could make some money, but you see that clown, he's got like $1 million in Tattooed Chef. It's like, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. You could use your veteran status to get federal employment. You get federal holidays off. I quit my federal job, people. I used to work for the government. It sucks. It's boring. All right, does anybody have any more questions for Martin? Strongman's about to, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video or maybe I'll just go to bed. Any questions? Going once? Going twice? All right, well, Martin, thank you for coming on. You have
Pleasure.
a YouTube channel. Everybody should go check it out. I actually enjoy his videos. And subscribe. And also buy my book. Have you bought my book, Martin?
Unfortunately, no, but I will.
What?
You should have not let me on, eh?
It's okay. I forgive you. But yeah, I appreciate you joining the fight. You know, hopefully you keep doing it and don't get distracted by the haters. Keep maxing your tax advantage accounts. I think you'll do well.
It doesn't ship to Canada? Damn.
What? Yes, it does. Liar. I think somebody from Canada bought a couple books. I know that's definitely not true. But
oh, my favorite individual stock right now is probably Baba.
Really? How so? It went down a lot, man.
I don't know.
It went down. You can't buy it.
Yeah. My mistake. I should probably sell it when market opens on Tuesday.
No, I totally agree. That's the one stock I have a lot of money in. I think it's going to do well, but maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. But all right, man. Thanks for coming on. And
do you see this comment? He's a spy.
He's a spy.
If you can't tell, I'm Chinese.
Yeah. Are you?
Well, I'm not even from China.
You're what?
I'm not even from China, though.
You're born in Canada?
Yeah, and my parents aren't even from China either. From Hong Kong.
Oh, well, isn't Hong Kong part of China now? Didn't they get annexed? You don't have to answer that question, but
don't worry.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on. I'm going to head out.
All right. Have a good one.
Yep. Good luck to you. Later, everybody. Chew.